Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Lakewood, Colorado. I am here at Precision Wisdom. Since 2012, she has been helping you clarify your purpose and love your life. I'm here with Jayne, who is the founder, also the purpose coach. Jayne, let's start off a little bit about yourself. I mean, quite honestly, you have over 25 years in the corporate world, very successful, hitting many goals, many milestones. You've worked with many Fortune 500 companies. Quite honestly, anybody would see that as a success. Yet you yourself, you felt there had to be more. You felt that something was possibly amiss. Share with me a little bit how it is you got involved in this particular industry.
I was unhappy and something was missing, so I started searching for my own purpose. I really believed everybody has their own innate life purpose. And after a few months, I was literally Googling, how do I find my life purpose? I ran across a teleseminar about scientific hand analysis, and the main claim to fame is that it discovers and reveals your innate life purpose. So I did it, and here I am. It changed my life. It was awesome. Amazing.
Awesome. I mean, quite honestly, we live in a very success-oriented society. I mean, it seems we have so many technological advances. We have so many ways for opportunities. You would think we're all pretty well fulfilled. Yet, that's not what we're finding, are we? No. We're basically finding that people are they're bored, they're unfulfilled, and they're looking like you were for something more. Why do you think the service that you're providing is almost more needed today than it was, let's say, 20 years ago when you began your corporate life?
Well, I think you said it. This is increasing. I mean, according to an article in the Harvard Business Review, more than 70% of the world is unfulfilled and unhappy in their work. And as more people enter the workforce and stress rises and there's so many expectations and work-life balance becomes more of a challenge, it just shines a light on that hole, that missing piece, that people want to leave the legacy that they're meant to leave.
I mean, quite honestly, gone are the days of people just wanting to make a living. I mean, really anymore, we realize as we age, life is very short, and we want to be living on purpose. Tell me about, are these people from all walks of life that you work with?
Every single one. I focus mostly on leaders, on executives, and high-level business owners. You know why? Because I feel if I can get to them and help them become more authentic, better at what they do, happier, it's a trickle-down theory, and they'll be able to impact others more positively as well. But I work with everybody. That
is a good approach. I mean, you're able to, these folks that are in some positions where they are able to affect a lot of people, obviously it spreads out. One of the things, folks have feelings of being unfulfilled. Those can be overwhelming, but also is overwhelming of how many ways we can help ourselves. I mean, self-help books, self-help seminars, self-help workshops, that can be overwhelming. Is that one of the reasons why you decided to focus on a scientific approach, that of hand analysis?
Well, I decided on this. I tried everything, Gary. I tried everything. And most things were helpful, but not enough, not detailed enough, not deep enough, not profound enough. This was. And it's scientific. You know, the lines in your hands mimic the neural pathways in your brain. So it's so accurate that, you know, people call it freaky accurate, shockingly accurate. Forbes wrote an article about me and my work because it's so accurate. That's why I chose scientific hand analysis.
That is fantastic. Let's start off, first of all, about discussing what it is not. We're not talking about palm reading. We're not talking about fortune telling. We're talking about a blueprint of your life right on your hand.
Yeah. Pretty much everything about who you are and why you're here. Your innate life purpose, the gifts you have to help you fulfill that purpose, to help yourself and others, and the blind spots and challenges keeping you from that joy and fulfillment that everybody craves and deserves, by the way.
This is like a mini map that is connected to our brain, to our personality, to our purpose. That's kind of exciting for folks to find out they maybe never had before.
Oh, it's very exciting. I mean, people cry, men included, because they feel more seen and understood than ever before. And it gives them not just a blueprint, but it's like a guiding light to shoot for, you know, of what they're here to do. It's not a job description, but it's as close as you're going to get, period, from any other source.
Not only that, but I would imagine as we're so busy in our life trying to make a living, raising a family, do we many times miss some blind spots that would really help us? I mean, we're talking about gifts and talents that maybe we didn't even know we had.
Yeah, and that's what's so amazing is it gives people permission to step into those and own them and use them. The blind spots people are often familiar with, they may not have thought about, but they'll go, oh, you're right. Oh, my God. And I can tell them what to do about it. It's actionable information. It's not just fascinating and profound. It's actionable.
It's actionable. We're talking about results and scientific. I'm amazed that we're talking about 40 years of data that they compiled. We're talking about 65,000 hands that were analyzed. I mean, that really is a profound way for people to look at something that we like facts, we like results. Is that what you found as well?
Oh, absolutely. And it takes it away from the woo-woo. And nothing against woo-woo.
Sure.
I believe in everything, but this is scientific and it gives people confidence that the information, they'll try it. And then they know that it's accurate once they hear it. They'll be familiar with a lot of it, so the little pieces that are new to them, they trust. And that makes all the difference in the world.
What I like about it is the fact it's kind of black and white. I mean, you can see the lines right there. This technology doesn't really matter how I perceive the world, how I make decisions. It doesn't depend really on me. I mean, you're really just taking a look at what is there.
And I rarely know my clients. I have clients in Europe. I have clients all over the country. I don't do it face to face. We take handprints like this, and I see much more in the print, so I don't even know what they do. And they're just flabbergasted at the accuracy of it. And I just trust the information. I trust the database.
That is amazing. I mean, through our lives, we make consistent choices, decisions, habits do these almost make marks on our brain? And also, are we talking about these marks come on our hands as well?
Yeah. The lines in your hands mimic the neural pathways in your brain. So very quickly, like the fingerprints are formed in utero, never change. The lines in your hands and the shape of your hands, where your fingers are set on the palm, the different sections of your fingers, all that can change. Because if over time, for example, you change your thought patterns or behaviors, that will change your neural pathways, and that can show up in the hands. It may not, but it can. I've seen changes in my hands.
So you've actually seen changes. We're talking about a gift that was given us before we even are born, and we have certain ones in place. But just like our brains can change, you're saying that if we're aware of these, and we're open to them, and we make some changes, sometimes you've actually seen physical lines appear that weren't there.
Yes, and go away. Lines can go away, lines can come in, and you are born with your purpose, with the foundation of your purpose and your main lesson to learn.
Many benefits that people have noticed and have told you about. Share with me just a few of your favorite ones that you have remembered just in the past couple years.
Oh, somebody went from not being able to pay their bills to making six figures in 6 months. Because they just embraced their gifts and realized what they were. Other people, just the way they feel, it just changes them on the inside, and then things start showing up on the outside better and more positive. And what I always promise people, the only prediction I do make, is that I don't care how good your life is now. If you take action on the information that's in your hands, it will only get better. I've had a client get their dream job, several of them, just feeling much more passionate about their life because they're more in touch with what they're passionate about and they're taking action. I mean, it's so rewarding. I love what I do.
It has to be extremely rewarding. What I like about it is the fact that because of technology, you don't even have to meet with the people. Explain this process once again. We're talking about a hand kit that can go out to them. They basically can provide their handprint. Tell me about that. What happens?
And that's exactly it. When somebody buys a hand analysis, I mail them a hand printing kit. They take their prints, just like ink, just like fingerprints, and they mail their prints back to me unless they have a really high quality scanner. I prepare it, and we discuss the analysis by phone.
Are people pretty set back when they are on the phone with you and you start revealing things? I mean, all you sent them was a piece of paper here. Are they kind of excited over that and almost that belief, if you will, makes them understand that changes can take place.
Yes, they are blown away. They're not just taken aback. They are flabbergasted. They keep saying, "This is fascinating. This is fascinating. I can't believe this. You've never even met me. That's in my hands." I mean, they just can't believe how accurate the technology is. And they keep saying, "You're spot on. You're spot on. You're nailing it. You're nailing it." And so that makes them trust what they didn't know. And then they believe their purpose. And that gives them that confidence and permission to step into it and change their lives and make the difference in the world they're meant to make.
Like you said earlier, you focus a lot on corporate America. We're talking about leaders. These are folks that are centers of influence for a lot of people. But not only that, you were there once.
Yes.
And you really know what it's like to be really successful for the most part, doing great, but there's something about it that's not right. This has to be so rewarding for you. Do you wake up every day knowing you're on purpose and this is where you should be?
And that's what I do for other people, is have them get to where they feel the way I do, where they're so excited about it. It's hard for me to stay out of my office, not to go in it. That's not my challenge. I just love what I do. I really feel that I'm meant to change the world, one person at a time. And I'll start doing group things as well very soon. But when I can reach these people and convince them of their purpose and show them how they're meant to make a difference and get them in touch with that passion, that's the way we're supposed to feel. That's what God, Spirit, Source, whatever your beliefs are, want for us. And we get removed from that. That's what happened to me. I lost sight of that.
Losing sight of that, I mean, all of us go through that. Many times there's something that comes along in our life that kind of wakes us up a little bit. For you yourself, it was losing your parents very close. Was this a moment that you realized, I'm going to be there next and I want to make a greater impact?
Absolutely, Gary. Life is short. That's what that taught me. That was my big, I called it cosmic 2 that moved me out of my inertia. Because I wasn't happy, but I wasn't doing anything about it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what else to do. I tried everything, I thought. And my parents passed away really close together, and it was like, bam, okay, life is short, figure this out. That's when I started Googling, and that's when I found scientific hand analysis.
We're talking about a commitment of time, the commitment of their resources, dealing with a professional like yourself. Is this an important piece of the success formula?
I think critical. And anybody that's worth their salt, all the leading entertainers, athletes, executives, coaches, all have coaches and all know that to get where they want to get, they need to invest in themselves. So this is a small investment in yourself thing. Some people charge up to $1,500 because it's so accurate and so profound. But this combined with the purpose coaching, which is when I lead people from their definition of their purpose into that life, worth its weight in gold.
Like you say, this is an investment. A lot of people look at costs, but a cost is you pay for something that's gone tomorrow. This is an investment because it's given back to you year after year. And not only that, but you feel it, but probably those around you feel it as well.
It's for the rest of your life. It's just a tiny investment, so you've got to value yourself.
So we're talking about getting a hand kit, speaking with you. What happens after that? And we're talking about follow-up on some of these revelations.
Yeah. If it's a fit with me and the client, then we go into purpose and freedom coaching. And I put the word freedom in there specifically because that's how you feel when you're on purpose and bringing that passion into your life and your work that you're meant to. So the hand analysis is the entree point. It's standalone, but it's the entree point. And probably half of my clients they don't, but they should segue into the coaching to make sure that they are living that purpose and identifying their ideal work. If they are in their ideal work, I can determine that. If they're not, I can help them figure that out.
Wonderful. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is her contact information. First of all, check out the website. This is a great place to see some of the raves, some of the reviews of what people have gone through this. Like I said, it's more than just being taken aback. They're pretty much flabbergasted. They're amazed at what can take place. You can also see where you can sign up right there on the website. Check out the newsletter. This is a newsletter. She keeps you apprised of all the different things out there that she's working with. Also letting you know that it's as simple as just contacting her and getting yourself a hand kit and mailing it back in. Within a short period of time, you're going to be on the phone with somebody who is truly out to help you. Truly out to help you. Like she said, if you're unhappy, you're probably going to lean a lot more happiness when you know you're on purpose. But not only that, if you are happy, you're just going to get better.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Once again, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. Her contact information is right there. She's based out of Lakewood, Colorado, but quite honest, she can handle clients across the nation because you can really send in your information right here and she will get right on it. Once again, it's Precision Wisdom, a company that began in 2012, helping you to clarify your purpose and love your life. This is Gary Atensu with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.